Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan, and today we're doing an assignment. Actually, it's an assignment video for my governmental class, so thank you for watching this. I know I've not done a video in a minute, and it's usually about other things other than this, but we are doing an assignment video. It shouldn't take more than 4 minutes in here, but it's called a soapbox speech or soapbox message. Pretty much, you have a strong stance upon something. It's not going to be a long message or whatever, but it's something you feel passionate about and is willing to express and give details about, and hold your stance on what people should go out and do to change that. So what I have here today is I'm very passionate about the idea that people really can improve themselves but choose not to. A lot of times in life, we look at our own problems and say we blame and look at it and say someone else caused them. Other things in life cause them, and take pity upon ourselves for things that we could definitely change. So so I would say today people refuse to understand that we cause our own problems, but people also refuse to look at ourselves and say we are our own solution. A lot of times that we just sit back and we are lazy. Lazy is something I'll use a lot today. Lazy people do not look at themselves in a positive manner. I would say majority don't, because they look at themselves and say, I don't do much. I don't do these things that I should, and I don't know why I don't do them, but I don't. It's not that hard to understand. It's really not that hard to understand. You just choose not to. And the habit has grown so much that it's just who you are at that point. But for things to change in that realm, you have to look at yourself. And a lot of times, people have this problem when it comes to weight problems. In the world right now, Yahoo Finance has done a study that says that 1 out of 4 adults across the world are physically inactive. That is an insanely high amount. 1 out of 4 adults in the world are inactive physically. I know some people probably have a disability of some sort that they probably can't, but that's not the majority. That's over 1 billion people in this world are physically inactive. That is ridiculous. So we choose not to do things. A lot of people choose to not to do things for whatever reason. And losing weight and trying to get in better shape is one thing I've seen. And I've had my personal problems with that myself. But throughout life, I've realized you got to challenge yourselves on a daily basis to get better. Fun fact, I'm not sure this is a fun fact, 2 out of 5 adults in the United States are medically obese, says the NIH. And that's a bad thing. That's obviously a bad thing. But a lot of people will say that and say, oh, I have a problem, I eat too much, and then still keep eating. They understand their own problems but aren't willing to change them. Why is that? Why do we acknowledge our own problems and aren't willing to change it? Why do we say that I need help with certain things, but aren't willing to take that step? There's 2 reasons for that. There's 2 main reasons. One, you're lazy / stubborn. You aren't willing to change because you don't know what change is, because it's been so long since you've actually done it. Part of being lazy and a part of being stubborn, that you're so comfortable in your own way that you don't understand how bad it's actually got. And 2, it's a mental problem. It's a mental problem that you just don't think that you can get better. You just assume that it cannot be done because others can do it, but not me. I'm not like them. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised by a lot of people in life that are really going through bad situations that are able to change it around. Either that's appearance based, either that's just how they intelligence based, or characteristical based. Anything of that nature, they're willing to change because they tried their best to. And the mentality is all that you need. If you're willing to sit back and say, I'm not going to do anything, you won't do anything. But if you actually go out and say on a daily basis, I'm going to challenge myself on a daily basis to go do something better, you will become better. If you want to go out and do something better, I know for me personally, sports was a huge thing. Sports on a daily basis, having to go to practice, run as much as I have to for 2 hours, play basketball, got me into a better shape, and mentally got me into a better mental state too, knowing that I can do stuff on a daily basis that will make me better, and I'm doing it. That will expand so much more. Break your mental block that you have, and so many things will expand. Sometimes appearance-based, you might not dress the best. Well, let's go out and try to find some better clothes for you. Try some new things out. Try some new fashion out. People will judge you for how you look right now and how you act and everything, but people will do that on a daily basis no matter what. But when you start the change and they see the progression that you've made in a positive light, they will praise you for it and will want to become more like you. And so I challenge anyone that's in a state of not wanting to change, not wanting to do anything, to go out and try it. Why not? If the situation you're in right now, leads to nothing. The progressiveness that you have is stopped. But if you decide to change, what happens? I can't tell you, but that's the good thing. If I could tell you what's going to happen, you probably wouldn't, because you're like, okay, I'm okay with my outcome right now. But if you can go out and make a difference and go out and change things, it's not going to just help you, it will help others. I've seen my mom change in a lot of better ways. I've seen my dad change. I've seen a lot of my siblings change. I've seen my friends change. And I've got to be able to go and I've been able to watch it and say, this was a good thing, this was a bad thing, and make sure that I either follow that route or don't. But it's all about making a change. Go out there, make a change. Go try to do something that you always wanted to do, because why not? It's a better change. Nothing can change without change. It's very basic, but it's such a simple understanding. But it's so few actually understand it. Only change can happen when you go out there and change. So go out there and do it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? You'll learn something about yourself. Daily basis, challenge yourself. You'll learn more about yourself than anything else you could possibly do. Hope you all have a great day, y'all. Stay safe. Challenge yourself on a daily basis, because no matter what happens, you live once. So at your deathbed, if you could go back and regret anything that you've had, you would definitely regret not changing the things that you could have done right now. But with the understanding of that, there's a lot of understanding of what you need to do right now to improve yourself. So yeah, hope you have a great day, y'all. Stay safe. And remember, God bless y'all.